All right, guys, it's Thursday. Don't know if you'll see this video today, Thursday, or tomorrow, Friday, but drag week starts Sunday, and here's current status of 2.0. Question is, are we going to make it? Watch the video, let's find out. All right, guys, before we get in the update on 2.0 and everything for drag week coming up, it is Thursday and drag week starts Sunday, but I do want to update you. Sick the Mag. Sick the Mag came out. The first issue came out. It shipped out. Almost everybody should have it except overseas. Obviously it takes longer for it to get to them, but as well as new subscriptions have been going out as the orders have been coming in. They've been getting it because we ordered extra this first issue. Just want to go over it because we haven't had the issue in hand since a video, so want to cover that with you guys. Here's a case of Sick the Mag. 15 issues fit in one case. I've actually hidden a popular publication, or not even hidden on purpose, but in here just for comparison's sake. This is the current copy of Hot Rod that I just got the other day. Look at how the comparison is there, both in thickness, quality, as far as how the pages are, just to give you a comparison of the quality of it. So if you haven't ordered first issue, halfway through, this starts out with Midwest Drags. Midwest Drags takes you halfway through to the middle, and then as you see, stuff's upside down. We flip it over, we got another cover. This cover is Rocky Mountain Race Week 1.0. So all the coverage in there. Top of the line stock, 190 pages. Everybody, I haven't heard one complaint about the magazine for anybody that's gotten it. It's shipped in bubble wrap, so therefore it's protected so that this can go on your coffee table. But everybody that has seen it, loves it, you can still subscribe. Get over to www.sickthemagazine.com, subscribe. You will get this first issue while we still have it. So we're hoping that we've got enough to make it through September to get everybody the first issue. The second issue, well, the third issue, because this is issue 1 and 2, but the third issue will come out in December. It is going to cover Drag Week, which is happening next week, and Rocky Mountain Race Week 2, which is happening in 2 weeks from now. So those are the events that are going to be covered in that. Sick the Mag, I mean, just a quality publication. Luke did an outstanding job with all the editing. There is so many words in here that, I mean, it's going to take you a while to read it. But if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you love the drag and drive style events, subscribe. If you want to just learn more about all the stuff in there. Here's the other thing is that virtually everybody that participates in the event makes it into the magazine. A picture of their car does, or something like that. And that's the goal. The goal is that we're covering everybody, not just the top guns, not just the guys that are winning the events, but the people that are there having a great time, bonding with family. Obviously you got this first issue, you got Blaine on the cover with his dad. So, and that's what it's all about. So Sick the Mag, sickthemagazine.com, subscribe if you choose to. Thanks, guys. Now on to the updates. All right, guys, update on 2.0. As you saw in the intro picture, as you see behind me, 2.0 is not done, not ready to go. It's Thursday. You'll see this video probably tomorrow, Friday, but event drag week starts on Sunday. So no real excuse for it. Basically what happened is we got COVID. And when I say we got COVID, I got it, Aiden got it, Bob, my main fabrication guy, helping to get the car back together, got it. Came down with it right after Roadkill. That's also the reason why there hasn't been videos. Any update videos in the last couple of weeks is because um, until this week. Not a lot happened. A little bit happened last week with it, but it definitely kicked our butt. I don't want to get into politics of the whole thing, but I can tell you, since the whole thing started last January, February, March, whenever it was, and as it's gone on, I've done whatever I wanted to do. I've gone wherever I've needed or wanted to go, and I lived my life the entire time. So the fact they came down with it, I mean, is what it is. I truly believe we're all going to end up with it at one point or another, and I mean, this was my time to come down with it. With that, no hospital stay or anything like that, just tired. Like I would basically do not even work. I'd walk around for 5 minutes and I'd go take an hour and a half nap. That's how it affected me, is just basically wore me out, and I just pissed away almost 3 weeks by doing that. I was still able to get done what I had to get done work-wise, able to function in that respect. I had none of the breathing, never lost taste, never lost smell, never lost any of that. I was clear of it after about a week or whatever. The second test was clear. However, I still have lingering issues of being tired or whatever. I mean, that's it. Just wore out. Don't have the energy level that I normally would have, and that's how it affected me. Aiden, zero effects. He had a cough. I mean, that's an 18-year-old kid for you, but like nothing. He was still 100% functional. No signs, no side effects, no nothing. And Bob, hit him a little harder than me. He did have some issues breathing and stuff like that, but nothing that rest, and you automatically are resting because you can't do anything. But nothing that the rest and everything didn't fix, and he's back at it, and we're both probably 80-90%. Like I said, it's just our energy level wear out as the day goes on, a little more than usual, and may just be a case of laying around doing nothing for multiple weeks on end. But like I said, I never needed oxygen, I never needed like none of that. Just basically a butt whooping type flu situation is what I had. So, but because of that, we had 3 weeks worth of work to do on 2.0, and we had 3 weeks to do it in. So when it came down to it, the first part of it was okay. We got done what we needed to get done. However, it needed to go to wiring for Andy to take care of some stuff with it. Well, the problem is none of us were capable of getting it to Andy to get that wiring done. So when we missed out on that, that caused, in 5-6 days when it could have had some stuff done to it, nothing got done. We're at the point now, fabrication wise, that the car's back together. We have the radiator in it. It's 90% plumbed up. We're waiting for some tubing stuff to come in that we haven't got yet. Stuff that in a normal situation we could have rushed and could have got here if we were dealing with where we're at 3 weeks ago. So the wiring still has to be done. That's probably the major part. The others, that it needs the wrap or it needs the paint. And the other was that we're gonna hub dyno it. We're gonna test it prior to going to drag week. As you know, we've been 577, 260 with the car. We've been well on the fives almost every time the car's been out. But with it being freshly going back together, we definitely wanted to get some testing in before showing up to drag week, because we've already ran the 5 on drag week. So the next step with it is to be able to run a 5 every day. Not confident that we could step into that with the car just going together without getting any test time or any laps on the car to basically shake it down and get it back to where it needs to be. So because of that, number one, not being done. Number two, if we were done, then we'd still have these lingering issues, open issues that aren't solved. That's why 2.0 will not be a drag week come Sunday. So Dave Schroeder's got his new car. I saw it driving on the street, talked to him the other day. 5-second capable car will be there, his new vet, and will it lay down a 5? No, I'm sure it probably won't, because once again, no laps, fresh build. So, but hopefully they can get a lot of testing done on it, and then it probably makes for a great next year with it, because Dave and I can go head to head with both cars that are capable of running deep in the 5s. I mean, unless lets the schedule freeze up a little bit and he decides to come for the hell of it. But other than that, I don't think we'll see another car capable of running in the 5s besides mine and Dave's next year. So still gonna head out to drag week on Sunday. The question came into play with 1.0. I mean, 1.0 is, it's sitting here. I mean, it's sitting here as ready to go as it always is. So, so with that, I mean, we just had it, we just got together, put it on Roadkill, and did okay on Roadkill for the tires that we had on it. We were able to qualify in the top 8, and which is crazy because in the top 8 on Roadkill, as you've seen in the other episodes, but if you haven't, like, I was there, like, basically our crew was there. We were half the cars. So there was me, Joe Barry, Aiden, Grubby, the 4 cars that were parked in the garage over at M1 all weekend. That was half of the final 8. Jimmer Klein ended up winning it again. He's just got that car dialed in. Like, well, he actually raced his son's car with his drivetrain in it, but car's dialed in. He knows how to get down that street. So, which is awesome. We got a tire issue that I'll solve for next year for Roadkill, and that should help with that. But one of the coolest things about it, which is watching the videos, which obviously I've had a lot of time to watch old videos, but one of the coolest things about it is in one of my videos, I'm not sure which one, but Luke's filming and I'm in the lanes getting ready, getting my gear on, and behind me is Aiden getting his gear on in the lanes. And watching that video almost brought a tear to my eye, because it was at the moment, like, when in it, it was cool, like, hey, how'd Aiden do or whatever, but like Sack was helping him out, and it was weird because it was his own little program, and then obviously I had my own little program going on. But watching it in hindsight and watching him get his race gear on his Hans device and all of that stuff at the same time that I'm getting my stuff ready, kind of surreal. I mean, obviously we did Rocky Mountain Race Week together. They got him broke in on things, but kind of him knowing his car, being able to take it back to the garage and fix the brakes and like do some other stuff on there and know how to do his own tuning and stuff on it. Like, it's a very, very proud dad type scenario with it. But either way, 1.0 is ready to go. The question comes down to, do I take 1.0 out there? Obviously I've done it before, is taking a backup car, and fortunate enough to have a backup car that's capable of still winning the event. But I have done it. I mean, 2018 I took it in the hurricane year. Definitely performed flawlessly. I sat out the Midwest Drags earlier this year, so great time with it. But I think that I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just go hang out at the event, support the event, because such a great event, and obviously everything I've done, everything I've accomplished is secondary to, or I don't even know what you would say that is, but it's because of Drag Week. Everything that I've done, everything I've become is because of Drag Week and the drag and drive style events. And so obviously I'm not sitting out because I don't support it. I'm not sitting out because there's no money. I'm not sitting out for any of those reasons. I probably am sitting out that I've talked about many times with Drag Week, and that it's a conditioning. and you get used to how drag week is, and you get conditioned. And the first time going and doing it, you just got to put in the time. Doesn't matter what your car runs, you have to survive the week. And you have to know that there's days you might not sleep, that most days are probably still going to be 20-hour days, that you are 100% in. I don't know physically right now if I could do the event, because the energy that it takes up, and how I said earlier that, hey, I'm still getting tired in the evening, like I'm not back to myself. And because of that, I don't know if physically as well as mentally that I could probably do drag week next week. So make a decision on mine that, hey, I'm going to go support the event. I'm going to go hang out at the event. I'm going to be there. Plan on going Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then going back Friday for the finals. Support it. There's so many great cars going to be there. It's a shame to miss out on, because there's so many 6-second capable cars that it seems like are going to be there, which is awesome. And obviously with Dave, you got a 5-second capable car, brand new build showing up, which is awesome. And don't know what else to say about it, other than first event that I'll miss starting. Obviously there's plenty of events that I haven't ended, but starting since 2010, my first year. So that's kind of upsetting to me, but at the same point, I just think it's the right decision for me and my team right now. Luke and Pavi will be there covering for the magazine, so all the magazine coverage obviously is still going to be there all week long. Like I said earlier, talking about the magazine, is you got the next issue is going to cover Drag Week and Rocky Mountain Race Week 2, so that stuff's all going along. We're going to continue pushing, getting 2.0 back together exactly the way we want it, be able to give you updates on that, and I'll probably check in with you guys from Drag Week next week, do a video, catch you guys up to speed on what I'm doing, because I guess I'll have a little bit of time on my hands if I'm just hanging out and drinking some cold ones while everybody else is doing the grunt and gruel of the whole event. But that's what I got for you. That's the update. Once again, I apologize for 3 weeks off. There's all kinds of people reached out, said, hey, I hope Tom's okay. I hope this, I hope that. Your comments are awesome. The fact that you guys are still watching the old videos and going back through stuff, that's awesome. Lots of new comments on the old videos when I guess you didn't have anything new to watch. But so gonna get the updates coming back to you again as everything gets back in shape right here. But definitely please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along, and we will catch you next week, I promise. Thanks, guys.